Hey, what up, man? What it do? What it be like? Welcome to another episode of I Hate the Homies podcast, episode number 104. Rock Teasy is who I be.
It's your boy Griff. I'm not here, but I'm here. Okay. It does strain your voice to be Griff.
Hey, dog.
And I can't be as loud as Griff. That's the other thing.
We ask him all the time, man, does your throat hurt? Like, that's his natural voice. He just has that
loud for no reason.
It sounds like your throat be hurting.
I bet this fool dreams aloud. He's talking so loud in his dreams, waking his wife up.
Yes, boy. It is what it is,
and
man.
It's your boy Super Dave, but guess what, y'all?
We don't care. But I'm going to tell you what we do care about this week. I'm telling you, man, ESPN sports analyst Paul Feinbaum is going hard already on Coach Primetime Deion Sanders. I know you happy about this.
This is like giving candy to a baby. I guess I'm the baby.
If y'all missed it, we going to play a little clip of what he said about Primetime, and then, of course, we going to talk and give you our opinions on that. Big up to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game and festivities that just went down. I was blessed to be a part of it with my son. It went down in Arlington, Texas. So we'll highlight that real fast. And then top 10 NFL quarterbacks, according to ESPN, early before the season start, before camp really official starts. Who are the top 10 quarterbacks according to ESPN? We're going to see if we agree or disagree on that list. And then, of course, I don't know if y'all heard or seen on the internet, Boston Celtics champion Jaylen Brown hanging out with Angel Reese, Chicago Sky WNBA star. And I believe it's his girlfriend, Kaiser, who used to play with the Chicago Sky, who recently got cut. They hanging out at a Vegas G League game, and some things happened. We're going to tell you what happened and our opinions on all that. Stay tuned. Episode number 104, I Hate the Homies, starts right now. Let's go.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Yeah, huh? I've been geeking for this broadcast. Got me in my bag, cause all they do is talk a lot of trash. Wait until I see them face to face off of this podcast. What you gotta say now? Check the facts, don't have the wrong stat. Rock T, he a genius as a sport, make Ricky smile, boy. Super Davey Holly come up short on like it's Cowboys. Always controversial, grip call out plays, no rehearsal. Got me talking all in circles. I hate the homies. And Griff be laughing like it's funny. But they never bet no money. They my mans, but they throw me. I hate the homies.
So let's go ahead and start with this Paul Feinbaum situation and Deion Primetime Sanders, because the homie Super Dave is over there grinning. Ever since I said this and this hit the internet and hit television, you ain't stopped laughing. You ain't stopped chuckling. You just like, okay, we're going to let y'all hear this real fast. Here's what he had to say about Deion Sanders and the Colorado University Buffaloes.
He was Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year for a 4-8 football team. He's as entertaining as it gets. He's entering year 2 at Colorado as they make the transition to the Big 12. Paul, if I asked you to bet your salary on it, would you bet your salary on Deion Sanders having a winning record at Colorado this year?
I don't think they will. Matt, I don't want to turn this into a attack game here, but Deion Sanders is a standalone figure. He's a celebrity. He's a Hollywood celebrity masquerading as a head football coach. I admire what he's done. He's inspired a lot of people. His son and Travis Hunter are great. But, I mean, when you look at the numbers, there's nothing to get excited about. I told somebody the other day I thought the University of Colorado in the big picture of college football was irrelevant. Deion cracked back at that. Good for Deion. I don't care. But once we get into the season, you and I aren't going to be talking about them anymore. I'll let Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp and The Rock and every other celebrity in the world show up on the sidelines. But I'm going to be talking about the teams that matter in college football. And Colorado is not one of them.
I already know what you're going to say.
Where's he lying? I'm just asking, where is he lying?
Go ahead and say what you're going to say. You go first.
He's telling the truth. He's being as serious you can about a head coach and a football team. We're always talking about Deion Sanders and not the Colorado Buffaloes. Nobody cares about the Colorado Buffaloes. What was the record last season? 4-8.
We predicted. We pretty much predicted that. That's pretty accurate. First year, everybody was expecting
and that's
about
fine,
that.
But I'm saying they're a 4-8 team. There are other 4-8 teams out there we never talk about. So why are we talking about the Colorado Buffaloes? It's because of one person, and that's Deion Sanders. Not for what they do on the field. It's for the hype train he's built up for his image, for his two sons, for Travis Hunter, not the Colorado Buffaloes. At the end of the day, they're a losing team. It's nothing to talk about. It's nothing to talk about.
Sure there are.
Okay.
Or is. Whatever the proper grammar is, but sure there is. You want me to tell you what it is to talk about? Or you want to finish?
No, I want
you got all your thoughts out?
I'm gonna add some more too once you get through.
So let's start with there's nothing else to talk about part. Okay, yes. It's obvious. Deion Sanders is Deion. He's prime time. Of course, the main story is going to be about Deion Sanders. His hype brought and made Colorado Buffalo football relevant again. Okay? You're right about that. But because he's the coach of Colorado,
and a horrible coach.
it is about the football team too. He's the coach of the football team. So if you're talking about Deion Sanders, the head coach of Colorado, you have to be also talking about the football team. Now let's shift gears into the 4 games that they won last year. Everybody knew they was going to have a losing record next year. It was his first season. He's got to bring all his players. He's got to get all of his new recruits. He's got to be able to shop into that portal to get what he needs, which is, like I've always said, I said it last year, and I'm going to say it again right now.
Okay.
When he's able to bring in the hogs, the offensive linemen, the real one, the big dogs, the big defensive linemen, all the hogs up front. He didn't have that last year. He had some great specialty players, but he didn't have no one that protect the quarterback. He had no one that can rush the quarterback on defense. Now that he's been in the portal, by the way, Colorado has, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we can go research this, 49 players.
That ain't a good thing.
From the portal.
That ain't a good thing.
It's a beautiful thing,
no,
actually.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, God. Everybody in the portal ain't good.
I didn't say that.
Okay, then.
How many people are in the portal? A couple thousand?
Yeah, that's
easy.
Fine.
Okay, so out of a couple thousand that's in that portal, I guarantee you.
So he got all 49 players he got are the best players in the portal, right?
No, I'm not saying that either. But the 49 players he got, I guarantee you it's going to enhance and increase the level of talent on the offensive line and the defensive line. And that's all he was missing to become at least an over 500 ball club.
Rocky,
we ain't putting him in the playoffs yet. I'm not going to sit up here and say he's going to be one of the 12 teams in the playoffs.
I'm glad you're not.
But I am saying what I said last year. He was going to win 4 or 5 games last year. He won 4. This year, he's going to be maybe a game or 2 over 500. Now, if he exceeds that, great. But I know he's going to at least be over 500 this year. So next year, I said this. We can go back and play the tape. I said by year 3 or 4, you can start having a conversation of Colorado being in a college football playoffs, especially now that there's 12 teams.
Can we get through one season? Can we get through this season coming up? That's all I'm asking before you start putting that hype train about year 3 and 4. That's fine.
I'm just telling you what I've been saying from day one. I'm on track.
You're not on track.
How many
They're
games?
a bad football team.
How many games did I say they'll win last year?
You said 5. They won 4. I said 3. So we're right there together.
Okay.
We both lost, right?
The second year I said what? They're going to be over 500.
You said 2. Did you say 2 games over 500?
I said they're going to be over 500.
They finished 4-8.
Last year.
12 is what, 12 games?
Yeah.
So you got them going 8-4.
I got them finished over 500.
Oh my God! Let me take your money.
I didn't say 84. I said I got them finishing over 500.
But you just said a few minutes ago. You said 2 games over 500.
No, I said they will finish over 500. That's all I said. I never gave you how many games over.
Sis, I hate when you do that crap. You try to be on the fence. You won't give a number.
Ain't no fence.
Just give a number.
I'm giving you they're gonna finish over 500.
That's not even
that's
a number.
My answer.
That's saying 6 and 6. Is that?
No, 6 and 6 is 500. Over 500.
Okay,
is 7.
Give me a number. Don't say 7. Say 7 or 8.
Listen,
Okay. All right.
I'm riding for Prime. I hope he go out there and win 10.
But you won't say the number.
I'm
That's all
saying he
asking.
gonna win more than 5. He gonna have a more
Like
than
me.
a better than 500 record.
They'll win 5 games this year.
Okay.
They'll be 1 game better than what I said last year.
Nah, they gonna win. They gonna win more. He gonna be over 500.
But I gave you a number. That's all I'm asking you to give me a number. Don't say over 500. It's a scapegoat. That's what you want to.
That's not a scapegoat.
Yes, it is.
Because if they finish 500 or less, I was wrong. If they finish 1 game over 500 or more, I was right.
Last year you picked a number. Yes or no?
I said 5.
Okay, that's all I'm asking
Actually,
you.
I think I said 4 or 5. But
No,
I give
you said 5.
I give you 5.
And I said 3.
I give
You want
you
to
5.
call me out? I'm calling you out.
Okay.
But all I'm asking for right now is just a number. Just one number. That's all.
They gonna
Don't
finish-
say over 500. Don't do that. Don't just give me a number.
I said over 500, bro. That's my answer.
Oh my! That's not a number.
Let's move on.
No,
Let's move on.
Oh,
That's
you're
my
killing
number.
me.
That's
oh,
my
you're
number.
killing me.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
That's my number.
But it's
Over
not a number.
500. Doggone it.
That's not a number. That's
It's my
it's a
prediction.
safety blanket. It's a safety
There ain't no-
blanket.
there ain't no-
Oh my God,
Man,
Rob.
let's move on. Let's shift gears. Okay.
Well, hold on. Before you shift gears, we're leaving off for Colorado. The other thing too that happened last week at the Big 12 conference,
Right.
media day, you had Shador. What he said after they interviewed him, he said that we're everybody's Super Bowl. Now, how much do you want to believe that?
I already know what the expectation comes with. I know we're everybody's Super Bowl.
Hold on. Let me.
I want to hear
I
this.
had to sneeze.
Because you know it's a bunch of BS.
Okay, let me. Okay, I have 2 answers because I can understand where you're coming from, right?
All right.
But I can also understand why he said what he said. He's supposed to say that. Think
They're
about
not
it.
nobody's Super. They were a 4-8 team last year.
Let me tell
with
you
a
something.
hype machine of Deion Sanders.
This
That's
ain't-
it.
this ain't got
but,
nothing to
but
do-
on the field, they could be beat.
This ain't got nothing to do about what happens on the field. This has everything to do with continuing to build hype, continuing to create this story so everybody can be watching Colorado football every single weekend.
And nobody's
He's
watching
a
it toward
salesman,
the end.
just like his daddy.
And nobody was watching at the end.
He's one of the best promoters, just like his pops.
But I'm
and
asking
I
you.
love that. He knows how to market.
But
He
I'm
knows-
asking, do you believe that? That's all I'm asking.
No, I'm telling you, I don't have them going to the college football playoffs.
No, but I'm
until-
saying them being everybody's Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Everybody wants to play Colorado for that reason alone, so they can try to shut up Deion Sanders and his sons. Of course.
Okay.
Everybody loves beating the villain. I
They're
love it,
they're
though.
not even good enough to be a villain.
They listen.
They're not good enough to be a villain.
Because of what we're talking about, because of Deion Sanders and all the hype that comes with him, he is the villain. He's the X is on his back every stadium he walks in.
He put it there.
Huh?
He put it there.
Absolutely, he wants it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I don't want to hear any crying then. He put it there.
He never cries. If he gets beat, he gives
He
props
put-
to the
he-
other team. He
no,
gives
and
props to the
puts a
other
lot-
coach.
And he puts a lot of blame on his own players and coaches too at the end. When at the end of the day,
right.
he's a head coach.
He holds himself accountable
Not
and his
himself.
team.
He holds players
Nah,
and
bro,
coaches.
I can't let you do that.
I've seen this after a game.
Prime has
Oh my God.
always held himself accountable, and then he'll work from there.
As a head coach.
As a head coach,
You must forgot some of the games when they had that losing streak last year and they couldn't win a football game. He started taking out some of the players.
But what did he start with?
He didn't start with himself.
Yes, he did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, of course he
wish we could
did.
pull out
He
that.
always started. Listen. I'm the head coach. I got to be responsible for my team. But then I got to hold my teammates and my staff accountable as well. I got to hold my players accountable as well. And we ain't coming to the ballpark. We ain't coming to the field mentally ready to go. That's pretty much what his message is. But he always starts with himself. He's always been that way,
So
bro.
then what I said is true, what I said earlier. He's a bad football coach.
I
If
disagree.
that's the same thing that I would say about Mike McCarthy on certain situations, especially after the Green Bay game last year in the playoffs. I said he was a bad coach. They were out coaching that football game. Deion was out coached for 8 weeks. 8 weeks he was out coached.
Okay, so
they were horrible.
So let me break down what you just said about him being a bad coach. So every level that he's coached on, he's won for the most part. He's enhanced the program from before he took it, before he became the coach. From down, and you may laugh at this, but I'm gonna break it down when he's launched the Truth Youth Football Organization.
I remember that.
In Dallas-Fort Worth.
Yeah.
He took that thing, and it became one of the best youth organizations in the country, not just in Texas, but in the country, okay? What he was doing with them young men. Then he went to the high school level. Texas Christian, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Trinity
Christian.
Yeah.
Trinity Christian High School. He took that program and he enhanced it from before he got there. It was at a certain level. When he got there, it went to a whole nother level, okay? Then he got the opportunity at Jackson State University.
Which is just the varsity version of high school football.
It doesn't matter. Before Prime got there, Jackson was almost irrelevant in HBCU college football.
But he couldn't win the big game.
It doesn't matter. He turned the program around.
Okay.
He turned the program around. It's a fact. See, this is facts over feelings. You and your feelings right now.
No, I'm not in my feelings because I'm waiting for you to get to the next level.
I'm giving you facts.
I'm giving you the next.
Then he went to Colorado. Colorado
and
had one yet. They had one victory.
Oh, the
year before he got there, they had one win.
They 4-8,
and they got 3 more wins from the year before.
Oh, is that a losing record? Yes or no?
It's a losing record in theory.
That's all that matters.
But it's a win for the university and the program.
It's not a win.
Yes, it is because they improved. Facts.
So he ain't
you
won
and your
yet.
feelings.
No,
I'm giving you
he
facts.
hasn't won yet.
He won 3 more games than the prior
that's not
year.
Winning. Don't give me that.
I'm giving you facts.
No, is
that a fact or not?
No, it's not a fact. I just said it wasn't a fact. If he won 8 games, if they were 8-4 last year and they did the same thing, then I'll say yes, he's won at the next level, the big level of college football, and he ain't done that yet.
Let me tell you
He only won 3 more games than what they did the year before at Colorado. That's still a losing record.
It's only his first year.
With
a bunch of players that he ain't never coached before.
Y'all give him just okay.
You're not looking at the logic. Listen, it's one thing to not like somebody.
I don't have a problem with Deion. I thought he was a hell of a football player.
But you make your decisions and you make your opinions, hopefully, off of facts. And you're not making your opinion. Listen, you got every right to believe and say whatever you want to say. That's okay. Just like I do. Listen, I'm just trying to say you're trying to dismiss the facts that are out there. And you're basing your decision off of just because you think he's not a good coach. But I'm like, everywhere he's went, he's improved the program. Now, let me say this, and then I'll let you rebuttal. Once we get to year 3, 4 at Colorado, if he's there that long, and he continues to have 500 records, below 500 record every single year, now what you're saying becomes a fact, right? But at this moment, you can't say he doesn't win because he's taken a program that had 1 victory. He got him to 4 victories. Now, this is year number 2. Can he get him to 5 or more victories? I don't care. If he continues to improve the winning record year by year that he's there as that coach, he's improving the program. Now, of course.
What?
You want him to be undefeated. You want him to be like a Georgia or Alabama or LSU every single year.
He ain't gonna never be that. I can say he would never be that.
But give him time, bro.
I just said he'd never be that.
This is his first recruiting year at Colorado. He can bring his own players in.
Okay, he doesn't
This is his second year being in the portal, right? So, listen, man, this is going between this year and next year. This is going to determine the whole map of where you're going to be able to put his coaching legacy. Go ahead.
And I put his coaching legacy right now in the toilet. From what I've seen after 1 year at Colorado, all the stuff you broke down before that, what he did in the high school level, what he did at the HBCU, I give you that because that's been proven. I'm not arguing that point. He's won at Jackson State, but he hasn't won yet. I'm not talking about 2 or 3 games. You don't get judged by that, just like your boy with Detroit Lions.
Dan Campbell.
He kept building. Nobody was talking about him the same way we're talking about Deion until he started winning. It's about winning, having a winning record. And they didn't have a winning record last year. They started off, what 2 or 3 games?
But they kept improving every year.
Who is that?
You talking about Colorado? I'm talking about Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit kept, but we wasn't giving them the props until last season. right? Until they had a winning record.
No, the year before they was coming
knocked off Green Bay
because they lost like 4 or 5 games by within 3 points. So they was always in the games, and it was like. Man, come on, everybody. We were talking about them. Everybody was talking about.
I said they had a chance to be good.
Absolutely.
I didn't say they were a winning team.
Last year they went on ahead and proved it.
Winning
the year, right? They learned how to finish. They learned how to complete and finish games. The year before they didn't know how to do that. They was in these games, but they couldn't finish them.
All I'm saying, I'm not praising somebody that went 4-8 last season. If you want to say they won 3 more games than what they did the year before, you're not getting you're not getting a vote for me for that. You don't get no.
All right, that's fair.
No second place trophy for winning 3 more games than you won the year before. It's about if they got a bowl game last season, then we're talking something different.
Man, listen, let me tell you something about these doggone raggedy bowl games. They got too many bowl games. They make a bowl game up just because somebody want to cut a check.
The bowl games won't exist anymore because the 12 team
But I'm just
playoff
saying,
system.
I'm just saying to your theory about if he would have made a bowl
but
game.
I'm saying,
a lot of them bowl games are garbage.
But that's what they wanted.
And they're below 500 teams in a bowl game.
No, you
How
can't
you gonna
have
be below 500 teams?
No, they didn't have no 500. You had to win 6 games. That's why they was hoping to get to 6 games last year.
Right. If you win 6 games
that's
in a full
500.
Season.
That's a 500. You said under 500.
It depends on if you have a conference championship game or conference games that would give you 12 to 13, 2 or 3 more games on your schedule. You follow me?
Yeah.
Because if you got
you got to win 6 games. You got to win 6 games. That's it.
So if you're a 500 team.
If you're 5, and that's what they tried to be last season. If they would have got a bowl game last year, I know what you're saying about bowl. I don't care about the bowl games either.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you what they said. That would have been a win for them to get a bowl game.
He'll get a bowl game this
extra
year.
Money coming to your school.
He'll get a bowl game this year. Okay. Colorado will be in a bowl game this year. Because you know what? Because there's so many raggedy low-end bowl games out there. And if 6 is the number, doggone it, they'll be in a bowl game.
Yeah, because you got them at 500.
I got them being over 500. And you got to have at least 6 wins to be over 500.
I'll let you have your other scapegoat out of this, man.
Right, let's move on.
Yeah, because you're going to give me a number. I'm not going to sit up and argue with you about it.
Let's talk about Jaylen Brown, his girlfriend, Kaiser, that used to be with the Chicago Sky.
Before new Cascade Platinum Plus, I would pre-rinse all my dishes because my old detergent just wouldn't get them clean. But now I do dishes differently. A no pre-wash, no rewash, money-back guaranteed kind of different. Because Cascade Platinum Plus has double the grease fighting power of Dawn built right in, with twice the scrubbing power, giving me a clean that lets me break all the dish rules. I just scrape, load, and I'm done. Yep. So clean. With Cascade Platinum Plus, I dare to dish differently.
Recently got released. She was hanging out with her friend Angel Reese. And they were all at the G League game in Vegas watching the NBA G League. And a video surfaced of him saying what we think is...
No, it wasn't no thing. You can read his lips.
Because I believe they was watching Bronny James. They was watching the Lakers.
Yes. And he shook his head.
What did he say?
He said, Bronny, I don't think he's going to be a pro. He said, no, let me get I want to make sure I want to go back to that.
Did he say, I don't think he's going to be a good pro? Because he's already a pro.
A pro. No, a pro. Hold on.
Because he's already a pro, technically.
I'm telling you what he said. I don't think Bronny is a pro. That's what he said.
Okay.
I'm telling you what he said, not me.
Now, yeah. I mean, that's fair to say right now. Because he's not. Like, even though he's been drafted and he's playing in the professional G League.
Let me pull up his numbers.
With Jaylen, until he proves it, he's kind of right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that one day he's going to be a solid pro. Is he going to be like his daddy? I doubt it. Is he still going to be solid? Yeah. So for him saying that, I mean, that's fair.
He's like, I think he's like 0 for 15 from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
He's horrible.
The first 3 games in his G League, he was over like one. Yeah,
he's averaging what he averaged in college.
Yeah,
he's averaging 4 points.
Yeah. He's he came out the box a little bit slow.
Because he's not ready.
Right.
Rock, you know he's not ready.
Yeah, we've all been saying that. What I've been saying is he's not ready, but he's good enough to provide defense, hustle, to be in the league as at the end of the bench type player, because he's not ready. That's a fact. He's not ready. Now, only time's gonna tell as far as what happens.
He's good enough to be, or he's good enough to be where he should have been, which is 2 or 3 more years in college.
Yeah, that probably would have been the smartest move. I ain't gonna lie.
The smartest move. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and argue with them because the bottom line is my father plays for the Lakers.
Right.
He can get me in, and the Lakers are dumb enough to give me a guaranteed contract and bring me in. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'll take that. But end of the day, that's their mistake. That's the Lakers catering to what LeBron wants. But at the end of the day, they got a bad player when there's other players out there they could have brought in.
Well, they're playing in the summer league right now. They're playing in the summer league in Vegas, and they're gonna probably keep him in the G League. Like when the season starts, you got the summer league, you got the G League, and so I don't see him being on the main roster.
I think they're gonna try to put him out there. I'm just not on the main roster, but I don't think he's going to the G League.
No, he won't.
Not anytime soon.
What you think they're gonna send him overseas or something?
No, I think he'll be on the bench. I think he'll be. He'll be on the roster. I think he'll be on the bench.
Yeah. He'll suit up. He'll suit up, but he needs more reps.
Which he shouldn't.
He needs more reps. He needs a lot more reps. You know what I'm saying?
It's easier when you're sitting outside in the back of your driveway with your father and your brother shooting those threes than in the game time situation. Because if he couldn't do it at this level in the summer league, we knew he couldn't do it at the college level. The stats don't lie. You always want to say facts. The facts are there. They were bad. And he's doing the same thing he did at college at USC. He's doing right now in the summer league. Again, I'm not going to be mad at him. If they guarantee me that kind of money, I'm taking the money. I ain't the fool.
This goes back to why high-level sports are 90% mental. Like you can have all the physical talent and ability better than anybody out there, but it's that mental side that takes you to the next level. And as much as Bronny appears to be mentally strong, he appears to let nothing never shake him. I guarantee you this is bothering him, which is why he's not able to produce the numbers that we all are used to seeing him on an amateur level. Like on the amateur level, he was dominating everything.
What's the amateur level? You talking about high school?
High school and
well, we're talking about his
club team and all that, right?
Let's go college. But again, college, he was horrible.
Well, now let's break down the college at USC. He had a cardiac arrest with his heart and pretty much died almost, right?
Did they clear him?
They cleared him, right?
Okay, so he was ready to play.
This goes back to the mental that I'm talking about. I don't care. I've never been through this. This has never happened to me. Mm-hmm. But I'm just trying to put myself in his shoes. If I had cardiac arrest and I almost died, my heart stopped, and even though the doctor cleared me to come back and play, that's going to be in the back of my conscience. Because how hard can I go? How physical, am I really, really all good? Because I don't want this to happen again. I don't want to die. I don't want my heart to, so that's a mental, that's tough, man. I mean, I can, just thinking about it is kind of shaking me up. You know what I'm saying? Because I can imagine what an athlete has to go through if that happens to him. So, not no excuse. I'm not using this as an excuse. I was going to say, because if something happened to me, I want you to feel sorry. The same way you feel sorry for Bronny, you better feel sorry for me in the same way. It's like it's a mental thing.
Make excuses for me.
He's got to, man, that whole, at USC, he came back and played. Listen, man, that's
but
tough,
again,
bro.
But I don't even like bringing that part up because the bottom line is they cleared him.
They did clear him.
Just like you said, if you're on the court, it's time to play, right?
Just play ball.
Okay, so then it's still on him. It's on him.
You're right.
He was horrible at USC, and he's been horrible in the summer league. Horrible.
I can't.
Horrible.
I can't disagree.
If it's any other player that's not LeBron's son, we'll be talking about him right now, averaging 4 points. Okay, and that's all I mean. He's
absolutely
horrible.
Not. He's not horrible, but he's just not having a good.
He's horrible.
He's not having a good season statistically. He's playing really good defense, which is a very important part of the game. He could be a lot. He could be one of them lockdown defenders. Like
I've seen some games where somebody shook him out of his shoes.
I mean, Jordan got shook.
I'm just saying. Don't say lockdown. Don't say lockdown.
Steph
defense.
Curry gets shook. I mean, everybody gets shook. It's part of the game.
I'm talking about Bronny. Yeah, I've seen some games where I didn't see no great defense.
Oh, and you ain't watching all the games then?
Okay.
No.
I watched most of the games.
I'm just giving you a couple of the positives of his early game. So far. That's all I'm saying.
We must be tired now. Because you said early. So later, that's what I've seen, and he's been horrible. Okay.
We're gonna see what happens, man. I'm rooting for Bronny, man. But you're right. He's got a couple more years to continue to develop.
And please,
and get more
just
reps.
before we move away from this, don't bring up the situation with his heart, because again, they cleared him. Let's move away from that.
You gotta bring that up.
No, you don't. They cleared. They moved.
I had to bring it up from the point that I was making from the mental side of his game. And he's got to get over that. He's got to get past that. That's why I brought it up. I'm not using that as an excuse, but it's a fact, right?
Horrible.
Let's move on, man. Let's talk about these top 10 NFL quarterbacks according to ESPN. We're going to discuss that next.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
When you're rolling Charmin Ultra Soft on the potty, less is more, so roll it back, everybody. Charmin's irresistibly soft and hella nice. The grip is always soft. It's our potty vibe. It's cushioning things so our cheeks feel flat. So what? Every booty wanna touch the sky.
Charmin Ultra Soft is irresistibly soft and more absorbent, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
All right, so ESPN put out a list of the top 10 quarterbacks as of now, in their opinion. Super Dave, you got the list? Let's run them down.
The top 10, you shouldn't be surprised by this. I mean, I think you already know probably the top 3.
I'm curious to see where Jalen Hurts is.
Okay, you got Patrick Mahomes, number 1.
Yep.
To me, he's tier 1.
Yep.
I think tier 2, which is number 2 right now, and I don't know, because if we're going by what they did last season, this guy didn't finish up well because he got hurt, which is Joe Burrow. I think Joe is great when he's healthy. But to me, if we're going by what they did last season, at number 2, you would put Joe Burrow? Number 2?
They got him at 2?
They got him number 2.
Yeah, I agree with that. Him or Josh Allen.
But they got Josh Allen number 3. I would move Josh Allen to number 2.
You can flip-flop them. Because, Joe had a couple injuries last year. You can't. This is bigger than just stats.
But I'm going to give you one more.
Yeah.
Before you start moving people around. I like what you said about moving Josh Allen up to maybe number 2.
Yeah, you can flip-flop Joe.
But who was the MVP last year?
That would be Mahomes, right?
No.
Oh, no, Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, now it gets
is Lamar number 4?
He's number 4.
Okay.
But after a season he had last season, we're not talking about the playoffs. We're talking about the season.
Jackson should probably be number 3.
He should be number 2 probably. He had a better year than what Josh Allen had. Josh Allen was probably perfect where he was at number 3.
You know what? I can't. You know what? You're right. You can't disrespect Lamar Jackson like that.
No.
That dude went out there and balled out.
Forget the playoff game.
So
I know people don't want to do that.
I can see. Keep going through the list.
Okay. So Joe Burrow, number 2. Number 3, Josh Allen. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. We can put those at the tier 2 level. I think it's tier 1 is nothing but Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
Tier 2 is those 3 guys I just mentioned.
Can I guess number 5?
Go ahead.
Dak Prescott.
No. I'll tell you where Dak is later on. Matthew Stafford.
Number 5? I like Matt, but come on.
They got hot toward the end of the season last year.
Come on.
They
not
really
number
did.
5. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Go ahead.
So he's in that tier 3 situation right now as far as quarterbacks. Number 6, Justin Herbert. I've always wanted to like Justin Herbert.
I'm not all the way sold on Justin.
I'm not either.
I say the potential is huge.
That's the part is we've been talking about potential all these years.
I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
I ain't sold on him.
Number 7, C.J. Stroud.
Ooh,
I would put C.J. Stroud over Justin Herbert.
I don't know. That's a little high.
The season he had last year.
He had a good season, but I got him probably maybe 9 or 10. Keep going. I wouldn't put him in front of Dak, but go ahead.
Again, we're talking about what they did last season, right?
Yeah.
That's what this survey is all about.
Go ahead.
Guess who's number 8?
Don't say Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Who played what?
Not again.
One play.
One play. This can't be just what they did last year.
I'm just telling you how they do it because your guy's not in here. The guy you keep mentioning is Jalen Hurts. Because the year before, he was like number 4.
Right.
On the list. So he's out of it this year. So they're going by what they did last season. And if that's the case, Aaron Rodgers only played 2 plays?
Then you can't go off what they did last season. So that means they're not going off of that only.
This is the stupidest thing. This is the stupidest list then if we're talking about that.
It's probably a collective of just legitimate quarterbacks. If they're all healthy, here's our top 10. This has got to be what it be. Part of it is statistical, and part of it is just flat talent.
Number 9, your boy, Jared Goff. I agree with that one. I think we can put a little bit higher on that one because I thought he had a great year.
Come on now.
In Detroit. I think I would put him where you got Justin Herbert at number 6.
Right.
Jared Goff he's part of that tier 3 quarterback.
I would put Jared Goff over Matt Stafford. Ironically, they got traded for each other, but go ahead.
I agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sold on Matt Stafford. I didn't say that, but yeah, I'm not sold on him. Number 10, guess who that is?
Well, obviously it's not Dak.
Yeah, number 10 is Dak. So finished what? Second in MVP voting?
Yeah, man. So yeah. So the ones, Mahomes, number 1.
Tier 1.
Done.
Let's just break it down in tiers.
Go ahead and put Lamar number 2 because he's the MVP.
That's tier 2.
Then you got Joe and Josh at 3 and 4.
You can flip flop. And those are both all those guys. Those 3 guys are tier 2s.
All right. Now I'm putting Dak at 5.
I agree. I'm not a Dak fan, but you can't disregard what he did last season.
You got to put Dak at 5.
And he was number 2 in voting.
Absolutely.
For MVP.
You put Dak at 5.
Okay.
After that, if we're just going on quarterbacks, we ain't going about the stats and all that kind of stuff.
I'll put Jared Goff.
Nah, I'm still putting Aaron Rodgers over Jared Goff. I'm just going off quarterbacks. I ain't going by stats. Now that he's back, I'm putting.
But if that's the case, we're gonna say now he's back. We can say maybe because now that Jalen Hurts has a new offensive coordinator, he might be back. So we can't say that.
Nah, man. You can't even put Jalen Hurts up there with Aaron Rodgers, bro. I like Jalen Hurts, but I'm not.
I'm not putting him up there. I'm just saying.
Aaron Rodgers.
That's the part of this list. It's crazy because to me they're still saying. I'm thinking what they did last season.
Right.
And he only played 2 plays.
But obviously with Aaron Rodgers, that's not the case. So I got Dak at number 5. I got Aaron Rodgers at number 6.
And you don't know how Aaron's going to be coming off the injury like that.
Yeah, but I'm just going off of.
Okay.
We going off. It's Aaron Rodgers. At the end of the day, it's Aaron Rodgers.
So he's part of the tier 3.
No, Aaron's still in 2.
So you put him up there with Josh Allen?
Absolutely. Until further notice. We didn't get a chance to see what he can do last year.
You remember?
It's like Tom Brady.
But I saw him the year before when he was horrible in that game against Detroit.
In the game against Detroit, but
even that whole overall season, he had some games where he didn't look like Aaron Rodgers.
It wasn't your typical Aaron Rodgers.
And that's okay. And that's what I mean.
But it still is a top 2 tier quarterback.
Top tier 3. Okay.
All right.
You got tier 2.
So after Aaron Rodgers, then I'm bringing in Jared Goff at 7. All right.
Okay.
Then who? C.J. Stroud.
You got to put him up there. I'm telling you.
He did earn. I'll put C.J. at number 8.
You got to give him the respect.
I give him at 8. Then I got Justin Herbert at 9. And then
where's Matthew Stafford?
Matthew Stafford is
number 10.
Is 10. That's my top 10.
Okay. I got Patrick Mahomes. I'm going by what they did last year, so screw what everybody else is saying. Patrick Mahomes, tier 1. I got Josh Allen. I got Lamar, Josh Allen. And And I'm going to put, that's tier 2. Tier 3, Dak is in tier 3. C.J. Stroud is in tier 3. Justin Herbert is in tier 3. Tier 4, Matthew Stafford and Aaron Rodgers.
What about Jared Goff?
I'll put him in tier 3. He'll be in tier 3. My tier 3 is going to be loaded.
All right. That's fair. Okay. Hey, man. The cool thing about these lists is people's opinions.
They're fluid.
You know what I'm saying?
Steve Screaming A. Smith would say, they're fluid.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But I am excited to see, and I hope there's some rumors out there about your boy Adams going from the Vegas Raiders to join his boy back in the Jets. Aaron Rodgers.
Until I see that deal. I know. I heard about that deal.
Well,
and
that happens right there.
And he also got Brandon.
Come on, man.
Ayuk
yes,
with
they signed that deal yet?
No, with the 49ers. Well, he wants to be traded now.
Yeah, he wants to be traded.
Which he ain't going nowhere. This is not the NBA. They got you locked down.
Oh yeah. Either
you could demand a trade
out,
yeah,
or play with the 49ers, man. Because if the 49ers do trade him, they finna get the kitchen sink with whoever they trade him to.
Yeah, they're not trading him.
Come on,
they're keeping him. I mean, he's going through the same process that Deebo Samuel went through when it was time for his time to get his money, and he brought up the point of being traded. Once they fixed that, I mean, Dez did it with the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it. This is nothing new. Once you get your money and you get that check signed, and you're right at that press conference and you're talking with all the other media people out there, you're going, this is the place I want to be. But at the end of the day.
But here's the deal.
Once you get your money.
Yeah, but he got his money. He got a little bit of his money with his last contract, but he wants to renegotiate the contract because he's watching all these other receivers pass him up to get more money with their new deals.
And they just like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You could have got them at a bargain price. At the time you're waiting, other guys are signing and making more money.
My value going up.
Yeah.
So Ayuk is like, okay, we got to renegotiate because my numbers and what I provide for this team, according to the market that's out there, I should be making more money. I know we talked about and agreed on his last contract a couple years ago, but that's why they have clauses in these contracts where they can revisit these numbers. Now, the franchise has a right to say no.
And they're saying no.
And they're saying,
and they're going to do it. And this is not the NBA.
The clause is in there that Ayuk can say, hey, I want more money. I want to renegotiate. But the 49ers have a right to say, sure, we got your message, but we're good.
Well, this is where you can tell that it's a players' league, like the NBA is a players' league. NFL is nothing but owners.
Mm-hmm.
The owners rule the league. Even though the players are giving you the entertainment on the football field, the owners make sure they keep that money in their pocket. And he's not doing anything that any other person. Look at what the Cowboys are going through right now. They got to sign 3 guys, right?
Shoot, man.
They got to sign Dak. They got to sign CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, buddy.
And you got to look at signing Michael Parsons.
Yes, sir.
All 3.
They're going to find a way to keep them 3, though. They're going to find a way to keep them.
You got to. I'm pretty sure, but I think it's going to be a last-minute thing. That's what most teams do in the first place. They wait till the last minute to sign these guys. You got teams like Philadelphia who they'll throw money out. But other teams wait to the very last minute. My Cowboys are one. They wait to the very last. Dez got his money the very last day.
He barely got that bad boy.
But he got his money.
He got it. Jerry gonna find a way. But see, Jerry Jones, he's always like to secretly test the market to see if there's anybody else is better than what he currently have. And if he can try to do something behind closed doors with someone that's better at a cheaper rate, then that's why he always takes it to the 5th hour.
I think there's more Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones is running more of the team than Jerry Jones.
I don't know. I don't believe that, though. I don't believe that.
Yes, he is.
I believe
Jerry.
He may be out front, but Jerry, he's doing what Jerry wants. Man, Jerry gonna run that doggone team.
Jerry has to sign off. Jerry has
absolutely.
Jerry has. I'm not saying he doesn't have to sign off, but I'm saying it's always been Stephen over the money. And when Jerry was over that whole entire situation, you had guys like bringing in Roy Williams from Detroit, the receiver that played at Texas,
right?
Coming here to the Dallas Cowboys, giving them 2 number 1s. Same thing with Joey Galloway.
Right.
You're not making those foolish mistakes now. This is all Stephen Jones. He had to fight Stephen to get who was it? T.O. here. Jerry wanted T.O.
Right.
Stephen didn't want him.
Right. So, but my point,
at the end
Jerry's
of the day,
still making the final call.
At the end of the day, he made the final call. But I'm telling you, who has more. Stephen has a lot of voice with this team now.
He does, but at the
Jerry's
end
getting older.
of the day,
I understand the
it doesn't matter
signing.
what Stephen brings to the table.
I can sit and argue with you all day.
Come on, man. Jerry is making the final decision. If Jerry don't want it, it ain't gonna happen. If he want it, it'll happen. Now you're right. Stephen sometimes he may have to bust him over the head a couple times and wake him up.
And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all. That's it.
But nothing's gonna happen without Jerry.
I think Jerry's more of the entertainment side. He's about making money. He's about making money, filling that stadium up, bringing Beyonce and all these other concerts in town. I mean, it's about money.
Yeah, but he still want to win like everybody else.
And provide him with that big ass yacht he has.
Shoot, that joker yacht bigger than the doggone stadium. Jeez, that joker yacht nasty.
Whose yacht? I mean, I think I was on Instagram. I saw
Magic
Michael
Johnson
Jordan.
got one too. That's
Who is
nasty.
it?
Magic Johnson.
And he's traveling now with Samuel Jackson.
All of them. LL. All of them. They have he has a birthday every year on this yacht, and he brings all his little celebrity friends. It's become an annual deal.
And what about Jordan? Jordan has a yacht.
I'm pretty sure Jordan. I ain't seen Jordan's yacht, but I'm pretty sure that thing probably got the Jumpman logo all on it.
Oh my God, it's clean.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
man.
I wish.
You gotta love wealth, baby. You gotta love it. Well, man, there it is, man. We tackled on a couple of things. You know, make sure y'all continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you download, subscribe, and go tell 5 people about I Hate the Homies and why you hate us. Because we know you really love us. Rock Teasy is who I be.
It's your boy Supa Dave. I'm not gonna do Griff's voice. I want my voice, man.
Shout out to the homie Griff, man. He'll be back with us, man, next episode. Y'all stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, deuces.
I hate the homies.